So graduate ka na?
Yes.
So what are you for?
Graduate of tourism management from University of San Jose Recoletos.
Tourism management. University of San Recoletos.
San Jose.
Cebu.
In Cebu.
USSG.
Yes, they are.
Gazini, everybody is interested to know your lineage.
I'm actually a Filipina and a half Palestinian, but I never
Half
met.
Palestinian.
Yes, but I never met my dad. So,
Because your mom never married.
yes, never got married. That's why my last name is Ganados. It's actually Spanish.
Spanish.
Your mom's surname.
My mom's surname.
Saan ka lumaki?
I came from a lot of places in the Pitan.
You were born in the Pitan.
Yes, born in the
Born
Pitan.
in the Pitan.
And I partly lived in Bohol and residing now in Cebu City. But when I was younger, my mom is a businesswoman, so we used to travel back and forth to Manila because she's buying hardwares to sell in our hometown in the Pitan. So that's her business.
So, who discovered you para sa mga bata?
I actually have a classmate. She's 6.2 footer, and she's a model in our town in Cebu City. And then I told her na, I want to be a model too, and she invited me to one of her events. So that's how I got discovered for modeling. And then after a while, when I modeled, I met Mami Jonas Borses, and she's the head of KF Cebu. And then that's how I became a beauty queen. She's also a well-known beauty queen maker in our town in Cebu.
What's the best part of living in Cebu?
The best part is that you can go to the mountains. It's just 1 hour away, and you can see the facade of the whole city. The city lights, whenever you feel like going to the mountains, you can just go there in 30 to 45 minutes. But when you want to go to the beach, it's just 1 hour away also. But when you want to go to the untouched type of Boracay, it's 4 hours away. It's Bantayan City. Ayan.
And the food?
The food, most especially lechon. Lechon is actually well known in our hometown. It's in Cebu, Karkar, in Talisay. We actually have lechon festival in Cebu.
Have you had it since being in pageants?
I love lechon before, but I'm now a vegetarian.
Okay.
Yes, it includes with animal cruelty and also health.
So, Binibini Pilipinas is just like 2 weeks away from the coronation.
2 weeks
So,
away.
what do you expect to gain in the Philippines?
I expect to gain I expect to be more knowledgeable about our country or the issues because I'm working double time on my Q&A.
And so, what is your expectation?
My expectations would be that I would just have fun and at the same time do my best. That's my expectation. Because it's really hard.
You're very close to the elderly.
Yes.
How is that?
Because growing up being very close to my grandparents, because my mom always works outside our hometown in the Pitan. So being very close to them, I've noticed a lot of happiness, and that I'm just as happy as I am whenever that I fulfill their dreams.
Aside from pageantry, what are your other career goals?
I want to put up a business that it is also my dream to have and eat drive-through vegetarian healthy food. Kasi diba, it's rare in the Philippines to have vegetarians like me who wants to eat healthy in the middle of the night, then we're tired to cook, and then we don't have anything else to run to. So, it's like a fast food type that's not a fast food. So that's what I want to do.
That's a good concept. Among your co-candidates, kanino ka close?
I'm close with everyone. But
Close
most
na
Shane
particular,
Tormes.
no?
She's number 11.
Who?
Shane
Shane
Tormes.
Tormes.
And I assume she's gonna be the Miss Congeniality because she's always bringing us the happiness that the energy is always there. It's so powerful, and it's nakakahawa yung smile. She's so bubbly. I love her so much.
You have a bus pageant experience this year. You have a vast pageant experience that spans almost a decade.
Yes, almost a decade. Well, I've tried a couple of pageants then for experience, or else I would not be
Do you
here.
have any pageant where you had a
Heartbreaking.
heartbreak?
Yes.
Wow, I
But
know.
but then,
May isang pageant, hindi ikaw
yes,
nakakwento.
well, I did not know what happened, but I guess it all happens for a reason. Let's all accept it and move on. Oh, huh?
It's a minor.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's always there. Aw.
I just want to know because, well, after last year, the concept of beauty has changed a lot, and obviously, there's a kind of a mixed reaction because some are saying that, you know, the beauty. Some are saying rather that beauty contests nowadays have become more of like a public speaking thing. Parang labanan na lang is talking. But yes, it's still a beauty contest. What's your take on that? Because apparently you ladies are being challenged now in terms of how you speak, and at the same time, in terms of how you look.
Well, it's a balance. I can say it's a balance. And with the standard that Catriona set, I guess it's obvious that we are challenged with how she performed last year. And for the succeeding pageant enthusiasts or pageant beauty queens, I just wish well for them for as long as we're also working hard and doing our part. So with our advocacies as well, you know, it's nice actually to know that we have Binibining Pilipinas is focusing on our advocacies now, because by then we can actually prove that we have the voice and we can make a difference.
And you know that perfectly well in this country, right? That when a queen speaks, a lot of people, you know, listen to you. So are you open? You've been in a lot of competitions. Are you now aware that when you win a crown come June 9, the responsibility gets tough and
Yes, I understand. And then the wider the platform, the wider the responsibility. And well, that just goes to show that when you are aiming for something very big, then the responsibility comes with it.
Yeah, and I know that you said in one interview that you are a very private person.
Yes.
And so are you ready to get scrutinized as well? Because being a public figure, not public property, as some people have been saying, public figure, comes all eyes are on you. Are you ready for that? They will scrutinize everything.
I am already scrutinized right now. So I don't think there's anything new. The difference is the responsibility will be bigger the next time around. I'm ready for it. Yeah.
It means it will involve, you know, family and other personal issues.
Actually, I've heard a lot of negative feedback from my co-candidates. Like they're being bashed from their last name or their parents, but I've foreseen it already. So it's gonna be tough, but we'll get there. We'll get through it together.
How do you want people to remember you as Gazini?
I want them to remember me not as condescending or intimidating. I want them to remember me as sweet, bubbly, but fierce at the same time. Someone who can fulfill her duties.
You have a boyfriend?
Yes. Hopefully he stays there at the end.
Kaya natanong na if she's ready to get scrutinized because it comes with the territory that people close to you.
Actually, some are saying that when you join beauty pageants at the end of your reign, you will definitely lose, and it's a curse. That's how they call it. But it's
Jezza got engaged.
What?
Jezza got engaged. It's not
Well,
that
yes, and also Karen Dahlman, the ever beautiful Karen Dahlman.
What does Gazini do for fun?
I'm into exercising. I believe in the power of adrenaline rush. And you know the feeling when after you exercise and then you're so happy. And I just want to implement that to other people that when you're feeling something, you just need a little bit of exercise.
The endorphins.
Endorphins, yes.
I haven't had that.
So, Marin, kanina, hindi ka ba exercise na yun? Okay. What?
Been here in Manila for almost for what, right?
2 months, but I've been here before during my Miss World battle. And
What do you
after,
miss most about Cebu?
I miss my dogs. I used to run my dogs every morning back at home. That's how I spent my time with them, quality time. And my village.
How many?
I have 4 dogs. And they're so, that feeling when you go home and they just give you all the love.
Anong breed niya mga yan?
Huh? Breed? There's, my favorite is the pug. As what they say, the uglier the better. Cute to see.
I want to know because, well, even in 2014, actually, when you joined your first competition, later on, I heard from a lot of people who have been doing pageant reporting that you were actually one of the few ladies they have been waiting for to join again. When you heard about this, were you like, should I give it a try again? Or were you actually aware that everybody was waiting for you rather to join Binibini or whatever contest?
Binibining Pilipinas is during January, right? So I got a tag during December na parang, wish list, and all that. So I'm like, how I wish I can fulfill it now, but I'm still in school. And when I finally graduated, and that's when I really wanted to. I told my mom I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna.
Oh, I love it. Some film. It's good.
I'm gonna join and win. Okay, yeah, that's it. So, but before that, I've thought a lot about my advocacy because I just didn't want to join just to win. I wanted to have the stand to where and which voice I want to share to the world, universe rather. Universe rather.
Only you.
So, anong aspect ng competition na concentrate?
On my Q&A, kasi I'm soft-spoken.
Oh,
I'm shy. I'm very shy, as you can see. Whenever I receive compliments, it's either I shrink or I say a compliment back. Instead, there was a friend of mine who just said, "Why not simply say thank you?" And then that's how I just started to accept it myself. Diba? Oo nga, thank you. So that's it.
Are you better now with that? Because a couple of months ago, I don't know if you remember, I told you when we were at Artin Island.
Yes.
I said, how do you feel about being a front runner? And then you're like, oh my gosh. You're like, sometimes
Yes.
I don't even know how I feel about it.
Yes.
So now,
I kind of accept it fully.
so far, what part of the TV to Binibini Philippines you enjoy the most?
Boracay!
Why?
Kasi it's like a vacation. I even made a hashtag Binibinication during that trip. And that trip also strengthened my relationship with my co-candidates, with how we handle ourselves, looking out after with each other. If the other makeup with the other Binibini is not nice, we'll try to help it out. So that's where we really realize that we're one as a team, and then we're not that competing with each other at the end of the day. It's collaboration, it's helping out, it's sisterhood.
You're all good.
I think we're all good.
Yes, thank you.
Wala ba nagbigay ng bonus sa inyo?
Sinabi ko nga baka nakalimutan, meron pang other 22 candidates.
That's unfair. Diba?
Oo.
Hindi kasi sa Bora naman daw kayo eh.
Do we understand? Life is a circle. See,
You also took up nursing care.
yes, nursing care. I graduated from nursing care.
Yes.
That's actually
Are you going to, do you plan to use it for your career option?
nursing care. I took up nursing care actually because of my grandparents. I wanted to take care of them personally. Nursing care is just a short course. It's 1 year course.
So, okay.
It's accredited by TESDA.
Okay.
And so I graduated.
It's a short course.
Yes, it's a short course. So So, after I graduated with that course, ako rin yung nag-BP ng lola ko. And then, morning care.